Hey guys, how you going there? I just thought I'd make a little video to talk through some of the changes in the new patch for Star Wars Battlefront. Some of them are really good, some of them I'm very excited about, some of them I'm kind of not too sure about. So let's go quickly run through them. The main and biggest one, which everyone's going to notice, is that there's a new map. Hey! So it's only for the smaller game modes such as Blast and Drop Zone and Droid Run, etc. And it's just the tutorial map for the Raider camp. Why this wasn't included from the get-go, I have no idea. But it's going to be quite an interesting map. There's lots of like little platforms and things for you to play around with. So it's going to get more vertical. I'm looking forward to playing it actually. The other big changes that we've got here, some new skins for Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. Cool. Variety's the spice of life after all. I'm not really too fussed about that, but some of you might really like that, so cool beans. We've also got the private match setting. This is something that I am very happy about. I think it's a step in the right direction. I still think we could do with the server browser, but the private match setting is going to help. I actually live in Australia, although I've got a UK accent, and the internet in Australia isn't fantastic. However, EA don't seem to have much love for Australia. I don't know why, I might be wrong in saying that, but I've got a lot of friends who really struggle getting onto any online games with Star Wars Battlefront. They can play obviously all the survival and the battle and things like that. So they spent nearly $100, Australian dollars that is, like how much was it? 70 Australian dollars on Star Wars Battlefront, and they can't play online. They can play, you know, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, everything else, no problem. Just this one seems to be an issue. So it would be nice if we could see something to sort that out. A server browser, I think, would be a massive step in the right direction. So the other changes that have come through. So apparently we've got some server site settings. I can't find where these are. I've gone to setting up games. I've gone into options. If anyone could show me where these are, really appreciate it. So some of the other changes we've got here, some of the hero and villain tweaks. Boba Fett has been changed pretty dramatically. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a little bit OP, and he's gonna now reward people with better accuracy. So his damage drop off has increased by 10%. It's not a massive amount, but it's definitely going to make a difference if you're trying to snipe people from afar. Like if you're up near the big boob gun on Hoth and you're trying to pick people off in the trenches, that's going to be a bit more challenging. His missile no longer locks on, something I'm personally happy about. I'm not a big fan of lock-on weapons. If I want something to go somewhere, that's where I want it to go. I want to be able to point and shoot and get it where I want it. The damage for his torpedo has been increased. However, the blast radius or effectiveness radius of that has been decreased. So if you've got good accuracy, you are going to be really rewarded by this. Han Solo, his damage drop off has been increased, so you're not going to be able to pick people off from too far away. Keep him close quarters, where he's really going to play his part. So the star cards are the things that have really taken the biggest hammering in this update. So explosive shot was a very useful tool. It was a little bit OP in my opinion. So this has changed slightly. The effectiveness time has been decreased by around about 30%. The damage of explosive shot on the EE3 and the SE14, I'll just show you what they are now. They've actually been decreased. Quite dramatically by about half. So the EE3 is Boba Fett's gun, and the SE14 is this kind of like burst pistol. So yeah, they've been pretty much halved with explosive shot. My personal favourite is the DH-17. The explosive shot on that is really useful because it's got, the range isn't fantastic, the cooling power is, and the accuracy is just phenomenal on this weapon. So using explosive shot hand in hand with this really strengthens its weak point of the range and the damage. Going on to other big changes, in a negative way, I'd say the bowcaster. It has changed hugely. The replenish time has increased from 18 to 25 seconds if you've not got it upgraded, and if you do have it upgraded, it's been increased from 15 to 20 seconds. Now that's bad enough. I've not really seen the bowcaster used that much. I don't think it's really an effective weapon. The spread I think is too wide. But this is just me whinging about something that I don't really use. I've not really been killed by it much either, and that's a very strong reflection of how good something is. And the other thing with the bowcaster, it's been nerfed hugely. So if you charge this thing to full capacity, you have your five bolts that it fires. Each individual bolt used to have 50 damage. Now it's 15. Yes. And if you only charge it to have 3 projectiles charged, it goes from 50 per projectile down to 10. Now these are the stats that I've taken off the EA website, so we'll see how that plays out. What else has changed? One of my favourite things that has changed here is the homing shot. At bloody last, this thing is just so newbie, spammy. I am not a fan. I've tried using it and I feel like I'm cheating when I'm using it, and I feel cheated when I get killed by it. So what they've done here to actually make it a bit more fair, you can still sit at the back of the battlefield if you're playing something like Hoth and pick people off from afar, but your lock-on time has more than tripled, going from 0.4 to 1.5. Amazing. And the lock-on distance has decreased by 10 meters as well. I'm really happy about this. I was just so sick to the back teeth of people just picking you off from afar with this crappy weapon. There's just no skill involved. Anyway, so hopefully that's going to change the game for the better. The flash grenade replenish time has increased. The lock-on distance for the ion torpedo has gone from 600 to 500. I think this is going to help the starfighters survive the ground troops picking them off. I think that's a good thing. The replenish time has increased. This is really going to change the Walker assault. Should you even bother firing at the walkers anymore, or should you just take cover and deal with the walkers with your T-47? Because if your ion torpedoes aren't going to be working anymore, what's the point? So we'll see how that changes. Things. Your thermal detonator and impact grenade, the replenish times have increased by around about 20-30%. The scan ping, my personal favourite. Now the replenish time has increased by about 20%, and the active time is 50% less. So I think it was up to 10 seconds at one point, so that's going to go down to about 5 seconds now. I'm a little bit upset about that, just because I'd spam it and I'd just reap the rewards of being able to see people through walls. It was pretty good. The barrage has again changed. It's been nerfed once more. So on the last update that came out in, was it December when Jakku came out? The fuse time went from, I think it was 0.5 seconds to about 1.5 seconds. Now the replenish time has increased more than double. So I couldn't see the point of having that equipped anymore at all. It's just going to be an absolute waste of a star card slot. Good news for your snipers out there, and also your tactical no scopers as well. If you like the cycler rifle back in the beta, it's gone back up to 100% damage, but only under 10 meters. I think this is going to be really useful. I've got a bit of love there for the cycler rifle, because you can shoot through the protection bubbles, the shield bubbles. The bullet drop off has also decreased as well, so it's going to be easier for you to calculate those moving targets. I'm really looking forward to playing around with this and one-shotting people as they come around corners, because I'm that kind of guy. Some of the weapons have also changed as well. So the RT97, which is your kind of like M60 machine gun style blaster, it's the big heavy one. Yep, there we go. That's your RT97C, and the overheat time has increased by 8%, so you're going to have to use more burst fire, and also the spread has increased, but only on long durations of fire. So again, burst fire is the way to go with this. The DL44, yeah, lots of mixed reviews on this weapon. I like it for close quarter, indoor, maybe the smaller game modes like droid run and cargo, etc. As I said before, the DH-17 is my go-to weapon. So what's changed on this is the overheat has changed. I'm not sure how it's changed. Look, because I've not actually played with it since the new update came out. But also the fire rate has changed also. So that's going to be a real interesting one. It's still very, very powerful. And something else which I thought something else that I thought should come in has come in, which is the smart rockets. The lock-on distance for the smart rocket has halved from 1,000 meters to 500 meters. So no more picking off your chicken walkers and your starfighters at long range. You're going to have to get a bit up close and personal, or you're going to have to be accurate, going back to using those skills that you picked up using the RPGs in Battlefield. So yeah, I think some of these are really good. The bowcaster, I think, or the poocaster, is just pointless. The barrage, pointless. Did I mention the bounty hunter trait card on level 3? On the bounty hunter trait card, when you get kills, you have a chance of getting a pickup. So you know, like the shield bubble, the smart rocket, orbital strike, or whatever. And then when you got to level 3, whenever you got a kill, your star card cooldown would replenish to 100%. That's now changed to 85%. I think that's a good thing. I think every time you get a kill, being able to use your cycler rifle, use your barrage or whatever was a little bit unfair. So I think it's a good thing that that's now changed. Those are the big points really. There have been a few other like bug fixes and things like that. One of the turbo blasters has been removed on Salust, so you can't spawn camp with it anymore. That's bloody frustrating. And a couple of little bug glitches have also been fixed as well. Well, I hope you guys are still going to enjoy playing Battlefront. I'm really looking forward to the new download content coming out. That's going to arrive in March. If anyone wants to comment or send me any information that I've missed out or you feel I would like to know about, please just drop it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you out there, guys. Have a good time. Bye.